Yo, what's going on everybody? Welcome back to another video. Today we're doing an unboxing and a little bit of a review and setup of the LG 32GS60QC-B. The Amazon link of this monitor will be in the description down below if you guys wanted to check it out. This is a 32-inch monitor with 180Hz refresh rate, 1 millisecond response time and 1000 curvature, 1000R curvature, whatever it's called guys, but you guys, it's a curved monitor. So right now we're gonna be starting off with the unboxing, of course, so I can show you guys what is actually included in this box, and then we're gonna basically be talking about all the cables and stuff like that. If you guys will need to buy more cables or HDMI cables, you know, basically all those types of things. But over here is what you are greeted with if you open up the box, and as you can see, it's basically a bunch of accessories. So right now we're gonna get into the first part of this unboxing. That will be the base of this monitor stand. Over here I can already tell this is a pretty big stand over here, but it definitely looks really good. I really like the texture and the pattern on it. Then we have this display cable that comes with the monitor, so no HDMI cable is included. This is a standard 1.5 meter display cable, so definitely get yourself a HDMI cable if you don't have one. Then of course we do have the power cable, so this is basically the part that goes into the power brick over here. I will show you guys, this is how the power brick looks. You basically just plug that part into this part over there, as you guys can see. And then of course we have this weird part which I didn't really know what it is, but I think this is something to do if you want to VESA mount this monitor on a monitor arm. You basically use this part right here along with the screws. And we also do get some instructions and some warranty, I think, and the terms of conditions, of course, so you guys can look through that if you want to. And then we get these 4 screws over here, which I didn't really know what it was for, but I think it is for the stand. Then this is the other part of the stand, guys. I think there's only 2 parts of the stand. This is basically the part that goes onto the base and connects to the monitor. Oh wow, that Ultragear looks really good. Wow guys, I didn't expect them to have that like wow branding on the stand. It looks pretty good. And then of course we have the monitor itself. Now this is a 32-inch monitor, basically the first 32-inch I've ever reviewed on the channel, and wow, I didn't expect it's this big because I'm kind of struggling to show you guys it clearly. So we'll try some different angles. Let's just quickly remove this part of the box. And then guys, I will basically add a soft surface over here so we can place the monitor face down so we do not damage it basically. But right now we're just gonna quickly take it out of the packaging before we get into how to install the stand. And I'm trying my best to unbox this heavy monitor with one hand, guys. As you can see, you need a lot of strength to do it, but it is here, guys. And wow, the curvature is actually really curved. I didn't expect it to be like this. I personally love curved monitors, so I do not think it will be a problem, guys. I'll have a look at the viewing angles because this is a VA panel. And then we have the back of the monitor, and it's pretty thin and well designed for this price class, and I'm honestly impressed. Let's see if the quality holds up with the price because this monitor looks so good so far. So at the back, guys, I'm gonna show you guys how to basically install a monitor arm over here, or not a monitor arm, the included stand that came with the monitor. And over here you guys can see is the screws. You guys are gonna use the silver ones first. Actually, you're gonna basically then get the upper part of the stand, the one with the Ultragear logo on it, that you're basically going to basically align this part of the stand, as you guys can see, to that part at the back. You basically can just line up it over there, and then you basically can just slide it in. And then guys, over here at the bottom, you guys will actually see there is 2 holes over here, and this is basically where the silver screws are gonna go into. So that was a little bit confusing at first for me because I actually thought you need to install the base and this part before you attach it to the monitor, but it turns out you need to install this one first. So that's why I placed the monitor face down like this. Make sure you have a soft surface, guys. It's really important. Then over here you guys can see the other part of the screw. You basically need 2 over here to make sure it's secured just with any type of screwdriver or whatever. And then we have the base of the stand, and this is actually really well designed because it really feels strong, especially with this like steel mounting or whatever it is called. You basically just line that up, and then you guys will see you have this other package of screws. These ones are black, I think, and then you're basically just going to put them into these two holes. And as you guys can see, you basically just attach this with your hand first, and then we're just gonna take the screwdriver and kind of make sure they are secured, because this monitor is on the heavier side, okay? So you do not want your stand falling off. It will be bad. So yeah, I will install a monitor arm in the future, but for now we're just gonna test out the stand. And wow, this monitor looks good, bro. Honestly, guys, what do you guys think? Let me know in the comments. But personally, I think this monitor looks amazing. And then, guys, we do have the back over here. You guys can see we have a bunch of ports: HDMI port, display port, and a DC in port. This is basically for the power I showed you guys earlier. Just gonna plug in the power cable over there, and then you guys can see there is a headphone port as well. And then we're gonna use the display cable, because I'm gonna use this on a PC. If you guys are gonna use this on a PS5, you guys, or Xbox, you guys will need a HDMI cable. It does not include one, so make sure to get one that is actually fast enough for 1440p with 180 Hz. And over here you guys can see is how the monitor looks so far on my desk, and I have to say it looks good, but how good is the screen quality? That is my honest question, and we're gonna test it right now. And this is basically a dark scene, and I can already tell the dark contrast ratio is pretty good on this VA panel. This does not look like a VA panel, and the viewing angles are really good, especially for a curved VA panel. And wow, okay, now I'm really seeing the quality. This is this even a VA panel, guys? This honestly looks like an IPS panel. What is this, bro? Guys, I'm honestly so confused how this monitor looks this good for a VA panel. That is why, guys, do not always think because it's a VA panel it's bad. That is not always the case, because clearly this is not bad. This is really good. We're gonna play some Fortnite, so we can see the gaming on this monitor, just because I think, wow, it's a gaming monitor, guys. Of course, we're going to test out Fortnite on 1440p. And I'm going to show you guys all the settings I'm currently using. Brightness, you can put that on 100%. I have no idea why mine is 132%. The brightness on the monitor is enough. Over there, you guys can see all my settings. I'm going on to the highest possible settings, or not the highest, because that will be epic. But anyway, we're just going on high settings. And then we're going to go on low latency delay for the NVIDIA graphics cards. And yeah, so far, smooth. There's no like stuttering or I don't know what is flickering or whatever, guys. It looks really good, especially with Fortnite QHD high graphics, as you guys can see. But I really want to test out boating over here, even though I'm pretty bad at boating, guys. Just excuse that, I haven't played this game in so long, but I'm actually missing Fortnite right now. As you guys can see, this is the quality if you play the game on here, and it's a 32-inch screen, so it's pretty big, and I really like the curvature. Right here, we're gonna try my special boating skills. Obviously, I didn't play for a while, so please don't roast me in the comments, guys. But yeah, so far you can really boat on here. The basically response time of 1 millisecond is very good. So honestly, guys, this monitor is amazing for the price range. I would absolutely recommend you guys getting it. The link of Amazon of this monitor will be in the description for all or from most countries: Canada, UK, and US. So make sure to go check that out down below, guys. If you guys enjoyed this video, please subscribe to the channel. That will be much appreciated. And guys, I will leave a monitor review over here. This is a 27-inch QHD monitor. It's in the right side corner if you guys wanted to go check out that review. Thank you guys so much for watching. See you guys in the next one. Peace out.